Good morning, everybody. 7 a.m. here in Jiangxi. I had a pretty good sleep, not gonna lie. It wasn't perfect. There was a mosquito who did his best to keep me up. I don't know how he got in the car. I guess he snuck in when I got in. But other than that, I slept pretty good. Okay, so I'm all freshened up and I'm gonna go grab some coffee. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have this coffee that NIO House in Nanjing gave me. It's nice little packaging. And that's what I'm gonna go make. I have my little thermos thingy. Still raining, by the way. East Ningdu, never heard of this place. Alright, so you gotta find hot water. And I already know where it is. Right there. 24-hour free hot water. Isn't that incredible? Open my coffee. Not hot. Oh. Smells good. So there you have it. That is how you make a rest station NIO brand coffee for free in China. It's actually pretty decent coffee. The coffee at the NIO houses are actually also pretty decent coffee. It's better than a lot of cafes you can find in China. They do all right for themselves, I'll tell you that much. They try to give you good quality products. Whoa, look at that car. Don't drive too fast, guys. Okay, rain's coming. Freaking relentless, brutal weather out here. And I'm guessing if it doesn't stop, we're not gonna have much of a track day. We're not gonna be able to drive on the track. But I'm getting closer and closer. I'm only 400 kilometers away from Shanghai now, and it's not looking good out here. So I'm here at a Sinopec gas station using a third-party fast charger. The reason why I'm using this is because the infrastructure in this town is absolutely terrible. And I'm not just talking about charging infrastructure, I'm talking about any kind of infrastructure. The roads are in horrible condition. It is raining really hard. It's been raining all day and probably all week, because in Guangdong it's also been raining all week. But the roads are flooded. I actually stopped by the NIO Space to ask him which charger to use because there's no swap station here and there's like no good charging here. I stopped at another charger. It was turned off or maybe just didn't work. So anyway, I asked the guy at the NIO Space because it was on the way to this charger. I was like, hey, is this a good charger to use? And he's like, yeah, it should be fine. Well, then I tried to drive over here and the bridges are all like not in commission. There's 2 of the roads are flooded. So I had to make a bunch of U-turns. I was down to 18 kilometers left on my range, on my battery, but I made it. Sure, this is a Jiangxi province. It's one of the most poorest provinces in China, and it really is showing it today. Usually I feel like I go to a poor province and I'm like, it's not that bad. It's pretty, everything's still pretty developed and not too run down, but here, man, it's just, I don't know, frustrating. I probably wasted 2 hours just trying to get to a charging station. So that's a very obvious problem when it comes to EVs. Just infrastructure not up to par. It's not that there aren't charging points, there are. It's just if they're turned off or they're broken, which I've rarely seen in China. But if they are turned off or broken, then you're screwed, right? And then if the roads are all flooded and the bridges are closed and there's potholes everywhere and there's people in the road and it's just a disaster. Then, you know, it's not gonna be good. But I made it, so I'm gonna charge for an hour and then keep going. Let's go take a look what's around here. I think not much. Yeah, not much. So I'm using this third-party fast charger. As you can see here, I've been charging for almost an hour, 57 minutes. I've gotten 73.8 kilowatt hours of charge, and it's cost me 95 renminbi. So that's almost 15 bucks. I put in 100. It's gonna, end up getting me 75 kilowatt hours, 500-ish kilometers, 500, hopefully something kilometers. To fill it all the way, it still needs another 51 minutes. So that's basically to go from 80% to 100%. I need another hour almost, and it's already been about an hour to go from 3%, was what I was at, to 75% or so. I've been driving my butt off for the past day and a half. I set off yesterday from Shenzhen. When I set off from Shenzhen, I stopped at a NIO Battery Swap station version 2.0. It was my first time ever going to a version 2.0 station, so I wasn't entirely sure the process and how to do everything, but it turns out it's very simple. You just pull up and it tells you exactly where to park while you're waiting, and then when your time comes, you push the button and your car pulls into the station by itself. And there's still a staff member there. It's less staff than the other stations. But so I set off from Shenzhen. Well, I swapped my battery one time there in Shenzhen, and then I've charged 3 times. So now I'm in Hangzhou, and I'm about to swap my battery once again. Now I timed it yesterday, my very first swap, and it was 5.5 minutes, which if you've seen my videos before where I timed the version 1.0, it's also about 5.5 minutes. So it's not any faster as far as I can tell. But I'm gonna time this one here in Hangzhou right now. We're gonna find out if it's faster or not. When they announced it, they said it would take about 3 minutes. So it would be faster than the version 1.0, but from my one experience, it wasn't any faster. It was the same exact amount of time. So I'm gonna time it once again for you, and we're gonna see how long it actually takes. All right, so it turns out that the person that was here before me is actually in line behind me, so I'm quite lucky there. So nobody in front of me, because as I was pulling up, somebody else was pulling out. So right now the car is parking itself, and I'm gonna set my timer right now. Oh, start. As you can see. 对，是比较快吗？
还可以。
一样的吗？差不多。
换电的时候是在4分钟左右。
All right. See, it says it's going to take 3 to 5 minutes, and then afterwards, it's going to automatically restart the car. So there's 2 staff here. They've only been open at this one for 3 or 4 days, like I said. It's probably the 4th day today. 4分钟。
大概时间的话也是6分钟
6分钟。现在在培训吗？
啊？
现在你们还在培训，还学习怎么走？
对对，现在还有一批，因为2电站也是刚上线，
对，
我们好多专业也是在学习，刚开始。
杭州有1个、2个，
现在有2个，然后以后每个月都会有新的站。好，再见。
Okay, bye bye, thank you. All right, so total, that once again took me 5 minutes and 59 seconds. That was from pulling up and pushing automatic park to pulling out, 6 minutes. And now I have a full battery. So, man, I swear that beats sitting around and waiting for it to charge. I'm telling you what, that's much better than waiting for it to charge. People say, oh, it only takes 15 minutes to go from 20% to 80% on some fast chargers, but I mean, I didn't have to get out of the car. I didn't have to do anything except sit there, press a button. The car did everything by itself, and now I'm full again. I can keep going. I just wish there was more. That's my only complaint. Where do I go? I don't know how to get out of here. Where the heck do I go? This here is my room in Jiaxing, a city pretty close to Shanghai, and it's actually the city with the newest NIO house. It just opened like 3 days ago, so I'm gonna go there tomorrow. This hotel here is pretty small, not that nice, but the cost here in Jiaxing is quite cheap. Even though we're near Shanghai, the cost of this hotel is only 219 RMB a night, and that includes free parking. 219 is about $32 or so. So pretty cheap and pretty decent room. And then I got Korean fried chicken for dinner. Just got it delivered. And this one cost me about $5, $6. Pretty legit. I came all this way to Jiaxing today. You know why? I guess because of the horrible rain. I just kept driving. I drove for 12 hours today.